tuned for the 1990 Miss Texas USA pageant.
Miss Texas is Miss USA. Miss Texas is Miss USA.
Miss USA is Miss Texas, and that's Courtney Gibbs.
Miss USA is Miss Texas, Gretchen Paul Hemus.
Join us as 96 beautiful young ladies from across the state of Texas compete for the title of Miss Texas USA for 1990.
Our girls compete, we are the ones to beat. North, south, east, west. Texas is the best. Step back and make room. Listen for the big boom. Who's gonna win today? We are Miss USA. We're so mean, but we don't care. Love our eyes and our wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we love best. Heading for the 90s, winning in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Gathered here on this stage, we are the Texas Rays. We go on our way, we are Miss USA. 97 heartbeats, beat like a drum. Give it up, we are having great fun. So mean, but we don't care. You love our eyes and our wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we love best. Heading for the 90s, winning in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Put your hands in the air and march them up and down. Live it up, we've all got a crown. Turn it to the left, turn it to the right. We don't care as long as we win tonight. We're so mean, but we don't care. You love our eyes and our wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we love best. Heading for the 90s, winning in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west.
Miss Texas Teen USA, Christy Wright. Miss California Teen USA, Micheline Bonilla. Miss California USA, Christina Faust. Miss USA 1988, Courtney Gibbs. Our Texas original, Miss USA, Kim Tones Dutton. Our master of ceremonies for the evening, popular television game show host, Bob Eubanks. Live from San Antonio, Gyrex presents the 1990 Miss Texas USA pageant. Featuring our show's master of ceremonies, Bob Eubanks. Our television hostesses, former Miss USA's Kim Tones Dutton and Courtney Gibbs. Brought to you by the Texas Subaru dealers. We've built our reputation by building a better car. And by SeaWorld of Texas in San Antonio, the world's largest marine life family entertainment showplace. And original New York seltzer, light and refreshing. The choice is clear. Tonight's show is a tribute to the Gyrex girls. Miss USA 1985, Laura Martinez Herring. Miss USA 1986, Christy Fitchner. Miss USA 1987, Michelle Royer. Miss USA 1988, Courtney Gibbs. And Miss USA 1989, Gretchen Paul Hemus. And who will be our sixth flag over Texas? Texas is Miss USA. Join us now live on stage as we look for this year's winner. Featuring the Alan DeWam Dancers.
Heading for the 90s, winning in the 80s. Texas
reigning Miss USA, Gretchen Paulini. Miss USA, 5 in a row, and they are all from Texas. Texas is Miss USA.
One of America's top 10 cities. San Antonio is fast becoming the #1 destination point for tourists from all over the world. Why? There's everything here. The best of Texas history, the greatest in family entertainment, year-round special events and festivals, and the nicest folks you'll ever meet. We'll show you more on our host city of San Antonio after this message from your Texas Subaru dealers, who offer you the new best value in its class, Subaru Legacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's our master of ceremonies, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. This is going to be an old habit, isn't it? Thank you very much, and welcome to the 1990 Miss Texas USA pageant. And what fun it is to be back here in the beautiful city of San Antonio. And we're glad that you could join us tonight as we bring you our pageant competition live from this wonderful historic municipal auditorium in downtown San Antonio. Well, I guess you know the story by now, don't you? 5 Miss USAs in a row. Not so bad, huh? All from the great state of Texas. Let's kind of run them down a little bit. Can we do that? Remember, first of all, it was Laura Martinez Herring in 1985, and then we saw Christy Fitchner make the title in 1986. A repeat performance with Michelle Royer in 1987. And everybody says, well, can it be done again? No. Yes, it can. 1988, thank you, Courtney Gibbs. But what about 1989? No, can't be done again. Sure it can. An unprecedented win for Texas as Gretchen Polhemus made it #5. Now, you tell me, folks, let me ask you a question. How many letters are in the word Texas? Not bad. Who said 4? How many consecutive Miss USAs are from Texas? Well, I got an idea. Let me see what you think about this one. What do you say we do 6 flags over Texas? Will that work for you? Well, let me tell you, I knew you'd like that one. All of our 96 delegates have been here in San Antonio for 10 exciting days, and all gathered together on our stage, ready to compete for the $90,000 in cash and prizes, and of course the coveted title of Miss Texas USA for 1990. So if you're ready, let's get underway as we select the next Miss Texas USA. You ready for that? And remember, too, that tonight's winner will enjoy a year's reign representing the Lone Star State. Plus, she will represent the state of Texas in the 39th annual Miss USA pageant this next spring. So get ready as we meet our statewide delegates in the 1990 Parade of Cities.
Our first delegate is Lisa Cox from Abilene, and from Addison is Tammy Duncan. Representing the Alamo City is Christy Cordes. Here from Amarillo is Mia Bannister. Debbie Whitworth comes to us from Arlington. Representing Austin is Annabella Lottis. From the Bay Area, greet Kristen Myers. Our delegate from Bayside is Danette O'Neill. Dina DeLoach is representing Baytown. From the Beaumont-Port Arthur area is Tracy Motley. Here from Beverly Hills is Melissa Lynn. Representing Bexar County is Lori Latham. Linda Hotcavik comes to us from Brownsville. From Bryan College Station is Stephanie Suzanne Smith. Representing Calhoun County is Candace Cooper. From our capital city is Tony Perot. And here is Melissa Apri McManus from Carrollton. Representing the Central Texas area is Kimberly Farrell. Melinda Mahaffey comes to us from Champions. From Channelview is Tracy Hamlin. The Coastal Bend area sends us Lisa Barnes. Representing Comal County is Cindy Gleitz. And from the Concho Valley is Kathleen McAfee. Next we have Catherine Sleeman from Corpus Christi. And from Cyprus is Kathy Pinkham. Here from Dallas is Margaret Johnson. Representing Dallas County is Tracy Hageman. Susan Allen comes to us from Deer Park. Representing Denton County is Teresa Cohn. Our delegate from Eagle Pass is Irene Zapata. Cynthia Fuentes is here from El Paso. Representing El Paso County is Sonia Saunders. She's from the Fiesta City, Lori Swirsky. Here from Flower Bluff is Lynn Maxwell. Representing Fort Worth is Lori Nunn. Cheryl Deardorff comes to us from Fulton. Leanna Dudley is representing Galveston. Representing Galveston County is Cynthia Marks. Say hello to Carrie Atwood from Garland. Representing Goose Creek is Jana Harrison. And here comes Sarah Eames from Grand Prairie. Representing the Gulf Coast is Erica Johnson. From Haltom Richland is Linda Berthold. Representing Harris County is Charissa Hoffman. Eva Rendon is representing Hidalgo County. And from Highland Park is Wendy Bowden. Our contestant from Hollywood Park is Charlene Cepeda. Here from Houston is Stephanie Cuney. Next is Adorjana Gina Mendez from Humboldt. And from Huntsville, we have Catherine Satterwhite. Representing Irving is Carolyn Usby. Tammy Keel comes to us from Katy. Representing Kendall County is Ann Matthews. And from the Lake Travis area is Delia Jean. Michelle Makeda is from Louisville. And representing Liberty County is Betty Ruth Wells. Please greet Sonny Line from Live Oak County. Vicki McDonald comes to us from Lubbock. Roberta Renaud is from McAllen. And next we have Cecilia Foster from Mesquite. Representing the Metroplex is Chris Beren. Kelly Wicklander represents the Mid-City. Christy Weber is from Nederland. From North Dallas, we have Elisa Stone. Representing North Harris County is Naomi Sampson. Representing the North Texas area is Caroline Kobe. Tanya Williams is here from Northeast El Paso. And here is Marisa Dorman from North Shore. Nueces County sends us Catherine Netta. Representing Odessa is Gloria Gochikoa. From Pasadena is Michelle Chapman. And Angela Morris comes to us from Plano. Fort Neches sends us Melanie Lassiter. From Portland, it's Cynthia Tryon. Here from Richardson is Cassie Barnes. Our delegate from River Oaks is Rhonda Glover. Wilda McIntyre comes to us from Robstown. Representing Rockport is Dendia Small. San Angelo sends us Stacy Smith. Representing our host city of San Antonio is Rebecca Riley. Here from San Jacinto is Diane Boyce. Deborah Keenan comes to us from Santa Rita. Representing Southeast Texas is Laura Mraz. Please greet Shannon McGregor from Spring. Representing Sutton County is Prescia Miller. Angela Cook hails from Tarrant County. And from Taylor is Cheryl Ripple. Representing Texas Tech University is Rebecca Williams. Sonia McDonald comes to us from Tom Green County. Tomball sends us Chris Bogart. Representing Travis County is Suzanne Babcock. You know her as Gigi Sarter from Victoria. And here is Pamela Taylor from Waco. Representing Wharton County is Lene Schultz. And our final delegate comes to us from Williamson County, and she is Sharon Walker. There they all are, ladies and gentlemen, our Miss Texas USA pageant delegates.
Aren't they beautiful, though? Thank you, delegates, very much. Aren't they something? Oh, you all look so beautiful. Well, you know, this is our 8th year to stage our Miss Texas USA pageant here in San Antonio. And I want to introduce to you now a very special young lady that has been with us every year. I really enjoy working with her because she has the greatest sense of humor in the world. She now calls San Antonio her home. I want you to welcome our first Miss USA, the very lovely, the original Miss Texas, Kim Tomes Dutton. Come here, you. Isn't she pretty?
Hi, Bob.
This is one of my favorite people in the whole world. And just before the show started, her two little boys, who I've kind of watched grow up now,
Yep.
arrived in rented tuxedos.
With tails. They say they look
With-
like penguins.
Yeah, they do.
They kind of do.
I don't know how you do it. You're a mom and you have a career. What's going on with in your career now?
Well, have you ever seen those little Angora goats that make the sweaters? They make sweaters out of them and coats out
Yeah,
of them.
little goats?
Well, I'm the national spokesperson for the Mohair Council of America.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, I have
love
one
it.
on you.
What?
I'm the national spokesperson for the Less Hair Council
That's
of
right,
America.
Bob. You sure are.
And it's going rapidly, too.
Okay, well, that was pretty funny, Bob. We have a really exciting show ahead of us. Tonight and over the next 2 hours, you will not only watch... Are you pretty mad?
No.
Oh, good. Okay, you will not only watch the live announcement of our 13 semifinalists, but you will see them compete in the personality interview, swimsuit, and evening gown competition.
Okay, and they will also have a chance to see all of the fun that our statewide delegates had this past week, in addition to a grand tour of our beautiful host city, San Antonio. In fact, let me get you started right now. Can we do that?
Make tracks to San Antonio if you like living at high speed. The Grand Prix roars in over Labor Day weekend, and the streets of downtown San Antonio become a thrilling racetrack. Of course, San Antonio will use any excuse to throw a party. So while the drivers are negotiating the course, the spectators are being fueled by fun, food, and drinks. And guess what? Miss Texas USA is this year's Grand Prix queen. During October, you can see fall colors a whole different way at the River Art Show, where the best artists in Texas come together to display and sell their latest works. Once you've enjoyed looking at all the painting and drawing, there's always Greek culture to study at the annual Greek Festival. Then don't miss tee-off at the Texas Open. This major tournament attracts many of golf's biggest names, so go for it. The fall season is the perfect time of the year to visit San Antonio, and you're definitely invited. So be sure and mark your calendars. We'll be right back after this message from the original New York Seltzer. Light and refreshing with no artificial color or preservatives. The choice is clear. Welcome back. Joining me now are two very special ladies. Courtney Gibbs, Miss USA of 1988, and our reigning Miss California USA, Christina Faust. How y'all doing? Good. Okay, let's see if we can bring everyone up to date. Christina?
Well, my year as Miss California has been absolutely fabulous. But the time is coming when I'm going to give my crown up to another lucky lady. And I hope you all will be there to join me in Palm Springs for another Guy Rex Spectacular.
We're looking forward to that. Sounds great. Now, Courtney, you were here last week with me. We had a blast doing the prize tape, and we were doing all the taping for tonight's show all around San Antonio. How was it?
Well, it was fun, but it was not only fun, it was educational. For example, at Morris K & Son, we got to see the styling techniques and the design of making a fur coat from beginning to end.
Yes, it was really interesting to see. But what about you? What are you doing now?
Well, I'm working and living in LA, and I'm pursuing a career in television and film, and that business is pretty competitive, so you have to stay on your toes.
Are you on your toes? Let me see. Oh, yeah, she's on her toes. Funny, funny. Now, you both have been with us during this past week. Any observations that you would like to share with us?
I have one. I think the pageant's been growing more and more each year. Not only the gifts that the delegates receive, but the prize package the winner will receive is incredible. And I think we're going to be showing you more of those prizes tonight throughout the show.
That's true, Courtney. I agree. Certainly a result of our pageant sponsors. With their continuing support each year, we continue to grow and build our cash scholarships and prize packages. So thank you, sponsors.
Thank you, Christina and Courtney. Good to have you both with us tonight. Now, it looks like Bob just might be ready with a very special announcement. Bob?
Thank you, ladies. You know, throughout this busy week, our judges have had several opportunities to see all of the delegates in the Miss Texas USA competition. Now, voting in secret, they have chosen 13 semifinalists from the young ladies who represent every city, county, and area here in Texas. At the top of the show, you saw our last 5 Miss USAs as they were crowned. Well, that same excitement could very well be ahead of us in tonight's winner, as she is going to be one of our 13 semifinalists whose name will appear on the card that lovely Carolyn is about to hand me. Don't you look pretty tonight? Okay, here we go. I have here the list of the top 13 delegates. One of them will become the new Miss Texas USA. So if you are ready, here we go. Remember, I'm not announcing these in any particular order. It doesn't matter. Good luck to our girls. Our first semifinalist is Melissa Lynn, representing Beverly Hills. Congratulations to the delegate from Fort Worth, Lisa Nunn. The representative from Nederland, Christy Weber. Catherine Sleeman, representing Corpus Christi. All right, the next finalist with a chance to continue in tonight's competition for the title of Miss Texas USA is the representative from Coastal Bend, Lisa Barnes. If you are ready, our next semifinalist is Tony Perot from Capital City. They're going to be happy in Houston, Stephanie Cuny. All right, we're at the halfway mark now. 6 more names to go. Here's the delegate, Margaret Johnson from Dallas. Our delegate from Southeast Texas, Laura Mraz. Hello, Waco, Pam Taylor. Okay, only 3 more names to go. 3 more delegates here tonight have a chance to become the new Miss Texas USA. It might be Charissa Hoffman, representing Harris County. Congratulations, Tammy Duncan from Addison, Texas. Well, we're down to 1 more name. Just 1 more delegate will be named to the semifinalists for this year's Miss Texas USA pageant competition for 1990. And she is Chris Bogart, representing Tomball. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 13 very happy young ladies here tonight, and they have every right to be very excited. Choosing that one special young woman from our lovely delegates would be an impossible job for our panel of judges if it had to be done all in one evening. So during the past week, our judges scored the delegates in preliminary swimsuit, evening gown, and personal interview competitions. From the composite scores in all 3 equal categories, the top 13 were selected. But now, let me tell you, the scoring starts all over again. That means that the judges will start from scratch, so to speak, in selecting our new Miss Texas USA from our 13 semifinalists. Now, we'll be back in just a moment to talk to each one of our semifinalists. But first, here's the lovely Courtney Gibbs.
Sportswear separates from Catalina are a must for the Miss Texas USA wardrobe. And the perfect complement, accessories from Soto Santee. Sandals, mix and match laces, sunglasses, the works. The perfect attire for an afternoon at the San Antonio Zoo to see the Australian koala habitat. This nationally acclaimed zoo is one of an elite group of zoos to welcome these special animals from down under. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this message from Texas' #1 beer, Miller Lite.
Well, welcome back to the Miss Texas USA 1990 pageant. And now, this is the time, a lot of people say, do you enjoy doing the pageants? Do you ever get nervous? Well, I don't get nervous at all, except right here, because now we have a chance to talk with each of our 13 semi-finalists. And this is the time that I really try very hard to make sure that each girl has an equal opportunity. So the interviews are the time that I get really the most excited and the most nervous. So we're going to now have the opportunity to talk to each one of our top 13 semifinalists. And this is the time also that they say all during the week, oh gosh, what do I do now? What will happen during the interview? What kind of questions are you going to ask me? Well, you'll find that out right now as we talk to our first semifinalist of the top 13. So, if I could please, Miss Beverly Hills. This is Melissa Lynn. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Now, is there really a Beverly Hills, Texas?
Yes, there is. It's in Central Texas, right outside of Waco.
Well, I'm from California. You know, of course you know there's a Beverly Hills, California. What would be the difference between Beverly Hills, Texas and Beverly Hills, California?
Well, Beverly Hills, Texas and Beverly Hills, California definitely have a difference. Beverly Hills, California has Rodeo Drive, and Beverly Hills, Texas has Rodeo Drive.
Oh. What size of a town and what kind of people live in Beverly Hills, Texas?
Wonderful people. Everyone from Texas is wonderful.
Is it a big town?
2,500 people.
2,500 people. Do you have big shopping centers and things like that?
Huge.
I think you're putting me on a little bit, you know.
Come see us and you can find out.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our delegate from Beverly Hills. And here now, representing Fort Worth, is Lisa Nunn. Oh, is it Lori? I'm sorry. Look right there. It says Lisa on that card, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It's Lori, isn't it?
It's Lori. That's right.
Hi, Lori.
Hello.
And you're from Fort Worth.
That's right.
And I understand that you want to be a professional singer.
That's right. I've been singing professionally around the Fort Worth area for about a year now, and I'm hoping to sign a recording contract one of these days with one of the big record companies.
Now, you were a cheerleader earlier, right?
Yes, I was.
In high school, college, or where?
In high school.
Is that the time that you forgot your bloomers?
Yes, it is. I was in the 8th grade and decided I was going to go flipping out onto the stage with just my underwear on and forgot my bloomers. And I have not lived that down yet.
I bet you're popular, though. Thank you. The lady from Fort Worth is Lori Nunn. Thank you, hon. Hello, Nederlander. How'd you get in there? Here's our representative from Nederlander. I'm looking for your card. It's not here. How are your name?
Christy Weber.
Christy Weber. And Christy, tell me about yourself a little bit.
Well, I'm 18 years old, and I'm going to be a freshman at Stephen F. Austin State University in Nacogdoches in the fall, and I plan to major in education.
Now, you were involved in a Guinness Book of World Records contest. What was that all about?
Okay, in Beaumont, we got out on a big street, and you know the game Twister?
No.
Okay, well, you have to, they spin the spinner, and you put your feet and legs on different colors, and you twist all up with different people.
How would we do it? How would we do it?
Well, like, I put a foot here, and
Yeah.
you put a foot there, and I'll put a hand here.
I don't think we ought to play this game. I really don't.
That's how you play it.
Sounds like a good game to me. I'm going to Capital City. I mean, the Nederlander, really. Thank you, Christy, very much. Nice to have you with us, okay? Now, here's our lovely delegate from Corpus Christi, Catherine Sleeman. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you as nervous as I am?
I'm a little nervous. They lost my clothes in the back room, and I was the only one standing with no clothes.
You ever been a cheerleader?
No.
I got a friend I want you to meet if you have. But you're a skydiver.
That's true. When I was a kid, everyone in my family had skydived. So when I was of skydiving age, which in my family is 12 years old, I had to skydive.
How many times did you do that?
Just once.
You're my kind of skydiver. I want you to know that. Now, you have a brother that's an athlete. Is that correct?
That's right. My brother should be training for the Olympics. He's in the audience. He's a hammer thrower.
A hammer thrower. I used to go with a girl that was a hammer thrower.
I'm sure she was beautiful.
Yeah, but she could throw a hammer, too. I'll tell you.
So can my brother.
Well, you're a very beautiful lady, and thank you very much.
Thank
Our
you.
delegate from Corpus Christi is Catherine Sleeman. Representing Coastal Bend, Lisa Barnes. Aren't these beautiful outfits, too? I love your outfits. I really do. Hi, Lisa. You like them?
I love them. They gave them to us.
You mean you get to keep them?
Probably. It's on me.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, isn't it?
It is in this state.
Guess that means I don't have to take this tuxedo back tomorrow to...
Not if you don't want to. You're Bob Eubanks.
Hey, listen, now, you're talking a little funny because I understand you come from royalty. Is that true?
Oh, yes. And my mother's great uncle was Prince Albert.
Which
He's
one?
Not in a can.
Oh. Your mother's great uncle?
Uh-huh, her great uncle. We were Quakers in Spain, and we got kicked out.
You're a very interesting lady. I want you to know that. From Coastal Bend, Lisa Barnes. Thank you, Lisa. And now here's our lovely delegate from Capital City, Tony Perot. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. Fabulous now.
Me too.
Good.
You get to keep your outfit also?
Yes, I do.
Oh, boy. You speak 3 languages.
Yes, I do. I speak English, Spanish, and French.
Now, how'd you learn all of that?
I studied Spanish since 3rd grade, and I began studying French when I was in college.
And what do you want to do with the languages then?
My major is international business, and I plan on studying law, international business law, when I get through.
Very nice. And you're a very beautiful lady.
Well, thank you very much, Bob.
Our delegate from the capital city is Tony Perot. And now here is the lady from Houston, Stephanie Cuney. Hi, Steph.
Hello.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Is it good being tall?
I love being tall. I didn't like it when I was young because I was always the tallest girl in class, but I love it now.
But when I was in the 6th grade, every girl in class was taller than me, you know?
Well, you should have worn 2 pairs of shoes, maybe, Bob.
I should have worn shoes. That's all I should have done. Now, you come from a long list of native Texans. Let me ask you, do you have any unusual ancestors back in your background?
Yes, I do. My great-grandmother, Kate Rogers, was written up in history books, and when she came over, our homestead is in Kerrville, and she was a wild cougar hunter. If a person had a cougar that was killing their animals, they would call my granny, and she'd come over, ride side saddle, because she was a lady, and kill the cougars and shoe their horses and break the wild horses, tame them. She was a remarkable woman.
She didn't break the wild horse's side saddle, did she?
I don't know. She must have gotten off the horses for that part, I guess.
I like your story better than Prince Albert in the can. I want you to know that. Our delegate is from Houston. She is Stephanie Cuney. Thank you, Stephanie. Well, those are the first of our 13 semifinalists. One of these delegates may very well be our Miss Texas USA for 1990.
There's lots of other things to enjoy besides turkey during the winter months in San Antonio. Considering that San Antonio is a city that loves to party anytime, any place, you can imagine what a non-stop celebration the holiday season is. The Riverwalk is decorated with candlelight for the Fiesta de las Luminarias, Festival of Lights, a tradition that San Antonio and Mexico share. And San Antonio's children reenact Mary and Joseph's search for shelter in a procession along the Riverwalk, complete with the traditional Mexican Las Posadas songs and flickering candles. New Year's Eve in San Antonio is the Lone Star State's version of Times Square. Everybody gathers near the Alamo to watch a fabulous fireworks show as big as, well, as Texas. There's music, food, and street dancing, too. All in all, it's a great way to end the old year and bring in the new. And we'll bring you back to the Miss Texas USA pageant after this message from your Texas Subaru dealers, who, for a limited time only, are offering a $2,000 cash back on selected models.
Welcome back to the Miss Texas USA 1990 pageant. And let's continue now as we get to know the rest of our semifinalists just a little bit better. And let's talk, if we can, to the lovely delegate from Dallas, Margaret Johnson. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. How's everything in Big D?
Everything in Big D is fabulous.
Oh, you always say that. I know that. You like to write letters. Is that one of your hobbies?
Yes, I do. I love to write letters. I'm a model, and a lot of my friends are models. So in order to keep in touch with each other, we send lots of postcards. So I get more postcards sometimes than I see some of my friends.
So your hobby is writing letters, and you're also an accomplished ballerina, I understand.
Yes, I am. I've studied dance for 15 years, and I absolutely love it.
What's the future hold for you, then?
The future, I'm currently a full-time model, and I attend the University of North Texas, where I'm working on my Bachelor of Science degree in marketing. And right now I'm trying to keep all of my options open so that I could pursue a career in modeling or marketing.
Wonderful. She's our delegate from Dallas, and her name is Margaret Johnson. Thank you, Margaret, very much. The lovely lady from Southeast Texas is Laura Meraz. Laura?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm fine. I heard a very interesting story about you. I hear you're not a pilot, yet you flew a commercial airliner. Is that true?
That is correct. Not for very long, but I did actually fly a commercial airplane. I was on my way to Ecuador, in which I was invited as Miss Southeast Texas, and the pilot invited me to come up in the cockpit. And he did let me actually hold the wheel for just a few minutes, and I kept the line level with the horizon. And when I went back, I didn't tell the passengers that I was the one that created the turbulence either.
That really worries me, you know that. I also hear that you have a very keen sense of smell. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, I do. Let's just say that when I come home and my mom's cooking, I know exactly what we're going to have for dinner.
What kind of cologne do I have on?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that.
I'm not going to tell you either, but you're a very pretty lady. From Southeast Texas, Laura Meraz. Thank you, Laura. Our delegate from Waco is Pam Taylor. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Why don't you step right up here so everybody can see you? All right, I know you're a native Texan, and I know one of the things you like to do is brag about Texas, so go ahead.
That's right. I like to brag about being a Texan because they're the friendliest people in the world.
Is that all you're going to say?
Well, they're friendly and just wonderful.
Okay, that's enough bragging, I guess. Why don't you tell me about the time you went to the Oatmeal Festival?
I went to the Oatmeal Festival, and they have a thing at the end of the Oatmeal Festival where they drop oatmeal, dry oatmeal out of an airplane on all of the floats in the parade, and I happened to be in that parade. They started dropping the oatmeal, and it began to rain. It was a sticky mess. I got oatmeal in my hair. It was on everyone's car. It was not very nice.
A little sweet and low, you could have had a good time, couldn't you?
Right, I could have just, and I didn't eat breakfast, so it worked out fine.
The lady from Waco, Texas. And her name is Pam Taylor. Thank you, Pam. Well, representing Harris County is Carissa Hoffman. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you sure did.
Say it for me again.
Carissa.
Carissa, but there's an H in there.
Yes, and the H is silent. It's usually I tell people it's Teresa with a C. a little easier that way.
Boy, thank you for telling me that a little too late, but I'll remember that from now on. Okay, you work, or you want to be a specialist in special education, is that correct?
Yes.
What does all that entail?
Well, I have to tell you, about a year ago, I met a young lady, and her name is Joni. She's 22 years old, and she's a functionally disabled adult. At that time, I really wasn't sure about what I wanted to do, and when I met her, it kind of gave me the inspiration in that I really would like to work with children that do have some sort of handicap, and it's just really kind of gotten me going, and that's what I decided I wanted to do. And it's not necessarily what you may call autistic or retarded, but it's for the functionally disabled adult that is just not able to function normally in society.
Now, the girls are all involved, by the way, earlier in the week in a softball game. Am I correct about that? Is it for Special Olympics, or what was it for?
It was to help benefit the Special Olympics, and each group of 9 girls was selected to be on a team, and we were the Gunter Grounders. It was really exciting. It was one more opportunity for me to meet with the children and to be around them and to experience, their everyday experiences and to really understand what their life is like, and each experience kind of helps me grow inside.
That's great. Okay, Teresa Hoffman. She's a representative from Harris County. Thank you, Chris. Here's the lovely representative from Addison, Tammy Duncan. I want you to tell me, Tammy, how you can go to high school and college at the same time. Can you do that?
It's a very long story. I've been on my own since I was 12 years old, and would you like this back?
No.
Anyway, my senior year of high school, I did go to high school, college at the same time. I just decided I needed to do it all at once.
So you actually went to high school and college, and what were you majoring in?
Right then, I was majoring in psychology. I was taking a lot of psychology courses to help me with being on my own for so long. I had problems with that when I was a child, and that really helped me.
And you want to be a psychologist?
Actually, I'm a manicurist right now. I'd like to continue on with that field and hire somebody to take over my business so I can eventually go back and pursue that.
But most manicurists are psychologists, aren't they?
You're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
Put your hand in here and I'll tell you all about your troubles. Is that the way it goes? Thank you very much. Our lady from Addison is Tammy Duncan. And now, from Tomball, Texas, here's Chris Bogart. I don't know where I've been, but I've never heard of Tomball, Texas. You want to tell me about it?
Sure. Tomball is northwest Houston, about 45 minutes. We are the Fighting Cougars. We've been to state 4 years in a row. And we have an awesome, Ma Goodson's is the best chicken fried steak in Texas. And come and eat there.
What, are you doing a commercial for me? What is this?
Sure. Gonna promote my hometown.
Oh, so you only have one restaurant in Tomball?
No, we have, one good restaurant.
I see.
Lots of fast foods.
Your dad is a veterinarian, is it?
Yes.
Was that difficult, being the child of a veterinarian?
No, it was really kind of a nice experience. I grew up with cats and dogs and horses. I even had a lion cub for about 6 months, which most people don't have the opportunity to raise one. And we have birds, and it's wonderful.
Sounds like you've had a wonderful life. She's our representative from Tomball, Chris Bogart. Thank you, Chris. And ladies, thank you once again. Here are the lovely finalists that we just met. I want you to take another look.
I'm here in the audience with our panel of judges. 9 very special people who have the task of choosing that one young lady who will wear the coveted crown and represent Texas at the Miss USA pageant this spring. Now remember, these judges vote in secret, so no one knows who's ahead at this point. It won't be long before we'll see our 13 semifinalists compete in the swimsuit competition, and you won't want to miss that. Right, Christina?
That's right, Courtney. There's still lots more to come in tonight's telecast. But first, we mentioned earlier in the show about the fabulous prize package that our new Miss Texas USA will receive this year. In fact, we are delighted to announce that this year's prize package totals $90,000, and our winner will receive a cash scholarship award from the Mohair Council of America, Epi Products, the Texas Subaru dealers, and the Miller Brewing Company and its Texas distributors, with more coming from Tony Lama Boot Company, the Vidal Sassoon division of Helen of Troy Corporation, Hawaiian Tropic, and Utopia Water. Our very special and sincere thanks to all of our gift and scholarship sponsors this year. We really appreciate your participation.
Now this is the size swimming pool I want in my backyard. What a great place to get a tan. Our new Miss Texas USA will enjoy a year's supply of Hawaiian Tropic tanning products and a full assortment of Catalina swimsuits. And who knows, she might even share those warm Texas rays with Shamu, or our newest SeaWorld sweetheart, Baby Shamu. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this message from, you guessed it, SeaWorld of Texas.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's wet, it's white, it's water, it's Williams. And now we present our 13 semifinalists in their Esther Williams competition swimsuits. Our first semifinalist is the delegate from Beverly Hills, Melissa Lynn. Here's Lori Nunn representing Fort Worth. And the delegate from Nederland, Christy Weber. Catherine Sleeman representing Corpus Christi. The delegate from Coastal Bend, Lisa Barnes. Here's the lovely Tony Perot from Capital City, Texas. And the delegate from Houston, Stephanie Cuney. Margaret Johnson represents Dallas. And our delegate from Southeast Texas, Laura Mraz. Two more pretty ladies in our swimsuit competition. Mrs. Pam Taylor from Waco. And the delegate from Harris County, Carissa Hoffman. And finally, Tammy Duncan, representing Addison, and the delegate from Tomball, Chris Bogart. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct honor and privilege to welcome to our stage the lovely Miss Esther Williams. And I'm also pleased to introduce to you the executive directors of the Miss Texas USA pageant, Richard Guy and Rex Holt.
You're so beautiful.
Esther Williams is an inspiration not only to the world, but to the Miss Texas pageant, USA pageant, and to the young ladies of today. I want to welcome her to San Antonio in the state of Texas, and I want to thank her for bringing glamour back in style again.
Esther really represents what all these ladies are competing for. That's beauty, grace, and elegance. And Orpheus Crystal has helped with a memento that we'd like to give to Esther to remember the Texas pageant and her visit to beautiful Texas.
Thank you. Thank you for this beautiful gift, and thank you for presenting my swimsuit so beautifully on the prettiest girls in the world.
Thank you, Esther Williams, Rex Holt, and Richard Guy. Well, our 13 semifinalists in our swimsuit competition, aren't they all beautiful?
There's no other place to discover how Texans love their home but in San Antonio, home of the Alamo. Celebrations and festivities during the spring are as big and colorful as the Lone Star State. And speaking of colorful, this is the time of the year that San Antonio's river miraculously turns into the River Shannon and flows a bright shamrock green. The Texas Irish Festival jigs its way into La Vita loaded with food, crafts, and entertainment. You've heard of April showers? Well, in San Antonio, you're likely to run into a downpour of confetti. It's just one of the smashing ways we celebrate Fiesta in San Antonio. 10 days of street parties and music. Some of the highlights include the River Parade, Night in Old San Antonio, and the Battle of Flowers Parade. So whether it's the Starving Artist Show or the Cinco de Mayo celebration, or even a visit to the Market Square, San Antonio's a place to get carried away. But don't go too far. The Miss Texas USA pageant continues live from San Antonio.
Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas for the 1990 Miss Texas USA pageant. Nice to have you with us this evening. We hope you're enjoying our show. 98 very beautiful ladies. And you know, our judges have been busy this week with preliminary events, and tonight they certainly have their work cut out for them as they choose Miss Texas USA for 1990. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment and meet our distinguished panel of judges. Our first judge is a lawyer and entrepreneur and was appointed by the Reagan administration to be vice president of the Overseas Private Investment Corporation. He resides in both Port Arthur and Washington, D.C., and is actively involved in real estate and telecommunications. Please welcome Mr. Kent Foster. This Los Angeles-based designer specializes in cocktail and evening wear designs. Her creations are featured on the nationally acclaimed television show Star Search. Say hello to Louisa Nevins. Well, next we have a fourth-generation furrier with Morris Kay & Sons. Among his many accomplishments, he holds the American record for swimming the English Channel. Greet, if you will, Joel Kay. An accomplished composer and lyricist who has been nominated for 9 major awards, to include the Oscar, Grammys, Emmys, and Golden Globes. She's the co-author of Gonna Fly Now, the theme from Rocky. What a sweet lady she is, Carol Connors. Popular star of the daytime hit series Another World, where he portrays the character Jake McKinnon. He has written and produced the film Delta Fever, starring Martin Landau. Welcome, Tom Eplin. Our next judge is a native Texan who resides in both Houston and Dallas. She's the executive vice president of the David McDavid Subaru in Houston and is an interior designer, decorator, and real estate broker. Here's Stacy McDavid. Emmy Award nominee, actor, producer, and president of the Esther Williams Swimwear Collection from Los Angeles. Say hello to Edward Bell. An international beauty consultant to the stars who appears regularly on national and syndicated TV shows. She's also the author of several beauty books in addition to owning her own beauty clinic in Beverly Hills. This is Riquette Hofstein. And our final judge is the chairman of the Miss Beauty International pageant, a premier worldwide event to be held in Poland this next spring. And our new Miss Texas USA will represent the Lone Star State at this premier event in Poland. Give a warm Texas welcome to Gil Gottfried. Our official auditor for this evening is Mr. Park Pearson from the Pete Merrick, Main and Company auditing firm. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished panel of judges. Kim?
You know, the one thing that makes San Antonio so special is the people here in the Alamo City. Our Miss Texas USA delegates had a chance this past week to experience San Antonio for themselves, and here's what they found. After arriving in San Antonio via Southwest Airlines, official pageant airlines, our contestants were off to the Hyatt Regency Hotel, headquarters for our pageant orientation. The delegates were welcomed to the Alamo City by Sal Garza from the San Antonio Convention and Visitors Bureau. Our contestants then collected canned food products as a part of this year's Miss Texas USA Food Bank. From boxed cereals to fruits and vegetables, this premier collection effort made its debut with San Antonio's Mission Road Developmental Center. A designated United Way agency, this local facility and its residents were eager to fill their cabinets. Then it was off to the first of a 10-day schedule of events and parties. Hosted by the Bluebonnet Palace, the delegates chowed down on a dieter's weakness of barbecue sausage and brisket with all the delicious trimmings. What a better way to work off those extra calories, the Texas Cotton Eye Joe. It was boot relief for those aching, danced-out feet as our delegates received special gifts from Sotosanti sandals. The highlight of our visit, Texas bull riding, live at the Bluebonnet Palace Arena. Any volunteers? The competition heated up as our delegates took to the field for this year's Silly Softball Sizzler, coordinated by Texas Special Olympics and Miller Beer of San Antonio. Special Olympic athletes teamed up with our contestants in an effort to bring in the most runs, but the pranks were on every base. The field of challengers continued to narrow. Those eliminated found refuge in the warm Texas sun where they could enjoy their gift packs from Hawaiian Tropic. Utopia Water presented our delegates with special gifts of bottled natural spring water, a welcome sight and thirst quencher on this hot afternoon. The championship game was down to the Marriott Majors and the Radisson Runners. Judy Ruman led off the inning play, which resulted in the ultimate victory. Congratulations, Radisson Runners! Next on our fun things to do list was a special evening at Fiesta Mexicana, newest addition to San Antonio's SeaWorld of Texas. The elaborate entertainment review features its own Mexican marketplace, complete with skilled craftsmen, strolling mariachis, authentic Mexican cuisine, and folk music and dance from the interior of Mexico. Our contestants even had a chance to show off their dancing skills. And Pace Foods was on hand to present our delegates with Texas's own Pace Picante sauce made right here in San Antonio.
In addition to the parties and fun, our girls kept busy at the theater each day in show rehearsals, fine-tuning their every dance step. Oops, time to get ready for another party. In their individual robes from Cameo Coutures in Dallas, our theater dressing rooms became home to our delegates. The Vidal Sassoon division of the Helen of Troy Corporation presented each of our contestants with their own curling iron. And what better way to get ready for the press party than with the help of Epi Products, makers of fine personal care items. Our annual swimsuit press party was held at the El Tropicano Hotel. After a chance to enjoy lunch with members of local press, our delegates in their official Catalina swimsuits participated in the Miss Photogenic competition. The Texas sun was bright and hot, but New York seltzer was close at hand to help quench their thirst. Our contestants really had a great time this year, and we thank all of those people and organizations that made our delegates feel so welcome.
What fun we had. And all of our delegates would like to thank Miller Beer of San Antonio, Texas Special Olympics, the Bluebonnet Palace, SeaWorld of Texas, and the Mission Road Development Center for making these events possible. Our evening gown competition is coming up soon, and you don't want to miss that. But first, here's Courtney.
San Antonio, a shopper's paradise, with thousands of retail stores to choose from. You can find anything and everything here in the Alamo City. Just look at these Texas-sized boots. And look at these Lady Llama boots from the Tony Llama Boot Company. Our lucky Miss Texas USA will receive her own special wardrobe of designer-styled Western boots. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this message from your Texas Subaru dealers, who, for a limited time only, are offering $2,000 cash back on selected models.
Welcome back to the Miss Texas USA pageant for 1990. I want to take just a moment, if I can, to thank the folks of Opal Designs from Hot Property in El Paso for providing the top 13 finalist outfits you saw a little earlier. And now get ready for our evening gown competition and the Phantom of the Opera. From Beverly Hills, Melissa Lynn. the delegate from Fort Worth, Lori Nunn. Representing Nederland, Christy Weber. Here from Corpus Christi, Catherine Sleeman. Representing Coastal Bend, Lisa Barnes. Capital City sends us Tony Perot. Representing Houston, Stephanie Cuney. Margaret Johnson represents Dallas. Laura Miraz from Southeast Texas. Say hello to Pam Taylor from Waco. County sends us Carissa Hoffman. Addison, Texas is very proud of Tammy Duncan. And here's the lovely Chris Bogart representing Tomball. Don't they all look beautiful in their evening gowns? And now, judges, let's take a closer look at our 13 semifinalists as they all compete for the title of Miss Texas USA for 1990.
The summer air is filled with the sounds of Latin America's most famous melodies. And here at Arneson River Theater, traditional folklorico ballets take place all summer long. Or you can take in the San Antonio Festival, which features an international lineup of performing arts, filling stages all over the city with everything from opera to jazz and symphony to flamenco. Want to meet the kind of folks who built Texas? Then don't miss the Texas Folklife Festival. It's where all the nationalities who've settled in Texas come together to cook it up, dance it up, and generally whoop it up. You'll soon discover that you don't need to be born in the Lone Star State to be a Texan at heart. And finally, the summer season serves host to our Miss Texas USA pageant, where statewide delegates gather in competition for our state's most coveted title and crown. Held each summer here at the Municipal Auditorium in downtown San Antonio, the Miss Texas USA pageant is the glamour event of the season, something you don't want to miss. We'll be right back with the Miss Texas USA pageant right after this, live from San Antonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Guy Rex girls are women of today. They're unique, they're individuals, they're professionals. Yet they have one thing in common. They have the look. They have the Guy Rex look.
Like a raindrop, she's got the look. Heavenly
Love's got a number when she's spinning me around. Kissing is a color, a loving is a wild dog. She's got the look. She's got the look. She's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl tell me? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. Like a man, like a hammer, she's a juvenile scam. Never was a quitter, tasted like a raindrop. She's got the look. And she goes na 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 na. She's got the look. She's got the look. She's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl tell me? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la, she's got the look. What in the world can make you believe? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. The Kyrex logo. Na 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 na.
Aren't they special, though? They got the look. You know, we're celebrating our 6th anniversary this year, and what better Texas city to celebrate than in San Antonio? The Miss Texas USA pageant is hosted annually by the San Antonio Convention and Visitors Bureau, and I'm delighted to introduce the Bureau's Executive Director, Mr. Steve Moore. Our next special guest is a very special lady. Please help me welcome the newly elected mayor of the beautiful host city of San Antonio, Mayor Lila Cockrell. Next we have Mr. George Goldberg from Faces International. And please welcome Mr. Alan Miller from Original New York Seltzer. Well, thank you very much to all of our special guests joining tonight. Now I believe we're ready with the announcement. This is the announcement of our top 5 finalists. And so I'm going to walk down here and get that card. So get nervous, ladies. Here we go. Thank you, Carolyn. Our top 5 now on this card, the names of the 5 young ladies who will move one step closer to the title of Miss Texas USA of 1990. Good luck to our ladies. Our first finalist is from Southeast Texas, Laura Morales. Our second finalist, representing Tomball, Chris Bogart. Just 3 more names to go. Our next finalist from Addison, Tammy Duncan. And our 4th finalist, representing Houston, Stephanie Cuny. Well, only one name remains, just one more chance to continue in the competition for the title of Miss Texas USA for 1990. And that name is Lisa Barnes from Coastal Bend. Congratulations to our finalists, and now a final look at each of our 5 finalists. You know, our new Miss Texas USA not only needs to have poise, personality, and beauty of face and figure, but she should also have the talent to be a spokesperson. And we're going to give the girls, our top 5, that opportunity right now. Miss Tombaugh, it's your turn.
There's always something going on in San Antonio, regardless of the time of the year, so get on the fun, food, music, and festivities. Enjoy a city that has more celebrations than anywhere else in San Antonio.
Thank you. The delegate from Tomball, representing Houston.
It's the Wild Wild West, Texas style, live from San Antonio. Join us as our statewide Texas beauties salute the Lone Star State and vie for the title of Miss Texas USA for 1990.
Thank you. Here now is the representative from Coastal Bend.
Texas wins again. Headlines around the country carry the story of our 5-in-a-row victory at the Miss USA pageant. Congratulations, Gretchen Polhemus, Courtney Gibbs, Michelle Royer, Christy Fitchner, and Lori Herring. You've made history.
You want your rose back? Sure. Ouch. From Addison, Texas.
Interested in a year of excitement, travel, and a heck of a good time? Now's your chance to sign up for the Miss Texas USA pageant. Don't delay. Send for an application. Who knows? You might be the next Miss USA.
And the lovely delegate from Southeast Texas.
From the rule of the French flag to the strength of the stars and stripes, Texas, the Lone Star State, stands proud. Be a part of her magic. Discover Texas. You'll be glad you did.
Thank you, ladies. You did a great job. Well, it won't be long now. We'll have the names of our 4 runners-up and our new Miss Texas USA for 1990. Ladies, again, thank you.
If you're planning your first trip to San Antonio, be sure and include a visit to our historical neighborhood, the King William District. Enjoy a self-guided tour, or maybe the new Miss Texas USA will let you borrow her new XT6 from Subaru. We'll take a look at the rest of the prizes our winner will receive tonight after this message from, who else? Your Texas Subaru dealers.
As we mentioned earlier in the show, tonight's winner will be the recipient of a prize package valued at $90,000. We're using our host hotels as our location backgrounds. Here's a look at all the wonderful prizes and gifts that our new Miss Texas USA will receive this year.
The Mohair Council of America proudly presents our Miss Texas USA. with an exciting and sophisticated wardrobe of high fashion design, and brings new meaning to the fashion textile trend, Texas mohair. Our state queen will have a full year of travel this next year, and American Airlines will help make it memorable with a special getaway vacation to Paris, France, Europe's #1 vacation site. It's the sweet life here at the Lexington Hotel Suites, and Tommy Juno of Dallas adds the icing to the cake for tonight's winner with a complete wardrobe of mix-and-match coordinates from Tommy's Tom Toms. From hair setters to curling irons to blow dryers, Miss Texas USA will enjoy a full collection of hair care appliances from the Vidal Sassoon division of the Helen of Troy Corporation. The newly remodeled Menger Hotel in Alamo Plaza welcomes Opal Designs by Hot Property, who gifts tonight's winner with a wardrobe of chic sportswear for fun and travel. Our Lone Star Beauty will keep a busy schedule this next year, but Cameo Coutures of Dallas helps her relax with a complete collection of nightgowns, robes, and loungers. And how about this? The complete line of essential personal items from Effie Products, with everything from facial saunas to foot care. The historical St. Anthony Hotel finds its enduring elegance matched as our state queen arrives in these silk cocktail and evening wear fashions from Los Angeles designer Louisa Nevins. Handcrafted by Master Jewel of El Paso, the official Miss Texas USA crown ring is designed in 18-karat gold and 24 diamonds and eagerly awaits the name of its new owner. And she's off to the newest Dutch beach resort in Swain Wharf, Aruba, Harbor Town, offering the best shopping and vacationing in the Caribbean. Legendary style, the mark of the Hyatt Regency Hotel and Los Angeles designer Beverly Standing. Tonight's winner will certainly make her statement in these wardrobe essentials. Our Miss Texas USA will always be on time with her Noblia watch from the Citizen Watch Company of America. The new Radisson Airport Hotel on Loop 410 greets our state queen in these choice ensembles from California designer Robert Krugman. With an assortment of European designer footwear from R&S Footwear in Houston. The famous Crockett Hotel, 10 steps from the Alamo, creates poolside delight for our queen with a collection of casual sportswear from Bum Equipment in Los Angeles. It's a confirmed seat on the company plane as Miss Texas USA travels throughout the Lone Star State, courtesy of Southwest Airlines. And she's off to this year's Miss USA pageant, compliments of Adventure World Travel in El Paso. The Marriott River Center showcases our winners' cocktail collection from San Antonio's fashion boutique, Bichet's perfect designs for her special trip to Bogota, Colombia, for this year's Casa de Reina de Colombia. The best of the best, the Gunter Hotel, soon to be a Sheraton, and designer Ruth Wagner. In a collection of fine leather designs, our state beauty will create an enticing presence, perfect for day or for night. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and tonight's winner will be the sparkle of any evening for the next year with her gold and diamond jewelry wardrobe, courtesy of Zales. The lure of mariachis and afternoon siestas awaits our state queen as she visits our neighboring sister country of Mexico, courtesy of Mexicana Airlines, with accommodations provided by the popular beach resort, the La Palapa Hotel. Styled in luxurious 100% silk, these exclusive separates from P.J. Lindbergh of Los Angeles are tagged for tonight's winner, as seen here at the El Tropicano Hotel. Miss Texas USA will certainly turn a few heads as she enters the room in these stunning formal gowns from California's San Martin International. Morris K & Sons, designers of fine furs, presents our Lone Star Beauty with a natural American Ultra Ranch mink coat, one of the fine 5-star gold bundles in America. The elegance of the Plaza San Antonio Hotel continues to distinguish itself among all others and provides the perfect backdrop for our Queen's ensemble of Guy Rex cocktail and evening wear designs. She drives off from the Miss Texas USA pageant in her new automatic, fully loaded XT6 from Subaru. All of this and more for being named our Miss Texas USA for 1990.
Some $90,000 in cash and prizes goes to our new Miss Texas USA, which we'll find out in just a few moments who that's going to be. But first of all, from Austin, the Attorney General of the state of Texas, Mr. Jim Maddox. And you met them earlier in the show. Once again, here's Richard Guy and Rex Holt. And ladies and gentlemen, you met her last year as Miss Fort Worth. You've watched her as she represented the Lone Star State at the Miss USA pageant and the recent Miss Universe pageant also in Cancun. Please help me welcome back to San Antonio our own Miss Texas USA, who went on to become Miss USA for the 5th consecutive year. Here's Miss USA Gretchen Polhemus.
Gretchen, on behalf of the state of Texas, I'm honored to be here with you tonight and to tell you how proud we are of your service to us. You've been such a magnificent representative of the state of Texas. I have the honor of presenting a very small plaque to you, but just say that this is from all the citizens of Texas. Our hearts are so open, and we love you so much, and we appreciate you so much. I just want to give you this and say thank you, and may God speed you in each and everything that you do in the future.
I need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. You know, every year it seems like we end up back up here on stage doing this once again, but of course, we start with our Texas original, Kim Tomes Dutton, who started it in '77. And Orifors came through with us with beautiful crystal tributes to each of the girls. And Guy has one for Courtney Gibbs, our last year's Miss USA. And of course, one for Gretchen, our Golden Star over Texas. Now, of course, we're going to get back to them next year and see about one so we can have our 6th flag over Texas. But Gretchen, really and truly, it was something impossible that all of us thought was impossible, and you conquered it all, and we're so proud of you, and we love you.
Well, I'll have to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to say except for, first of all, thank you to my family and, of course, Guy and Rex. And to you, the people of Texas, for your smiles, for your support, and for your memories. Because that's what I took to me when I went to Miss USA. And that's what I kept thinking about, is all my appearances and all the people that I met during my reign of Miss Texas. And you know what? It didn't matter to me if I didn't win USA, because I know that you were supporting me as Gretchen, as a friend to a friend. Thank you all for showing me Texas in the best way.
Thank you, Gretchen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guy, Rex, Courtney, and Kim. Well, the judges have finished their work, and the auditors have almost finished theirs. In just a few moments, we'll have the name of our new Miss Texas USA for 1990. But first of all, here's the lovely Courtney Gibbs.
This is San Antonio's Visitor Information Center, where you can find a wealth of literature on this exciting Texas city. From tour brochures to hill country maps, this public facility in Alamo Plaza can guide you through the perfect summer vacation. For more details, call 1-800-ALAMO-89. Thank you. It won't be long before Bob makes the big announcement of who will wear the Texas crown for 1990. So don't go away. The Miss Texas USA pageant continues, live from beautiful San Antonio.
Welcome back to the Miss Texas USA pageant for 1990. It's been an exciting night, and I know that you're all anxious to hear the results, as I am. And I believe that our all-important list is ready for me, so let me go down and get our lucky winners. Here we go. Good luck to you, ladies. On this card are the names of the runners-up in the 1990 Miss Texas USA pageant. Each of our runners-up will also receive a cash award from the scholarship sponsors that we mentioned earlier in the show. So good luck to each and every one of you. Here we go. Our fourth runner-up for the title of Miss Texas USA is from Coastal Bend, Lisa Barnes. The third runner-up from Tomball, Chris Bogart. The second runner-up for the title of Miss Texas USA, representing Southeast Texas, Laura Mirage. Well, only two more names remaining, two finalists. And ladies, would you please step down here with me? Come right on down here to nervous time. In just about 30 seconds, one of our ladies now will be crowned the first runner-up, and the other will be our new Miss Texas USA, winning the $18,000 cash scholarship award, a brand new Subaru, a fur coat, diamonds, and wardrobe, all worth over $90,000. Here we go. Our first runner-up, the representative from Addison, Tammy Duncan, Stephanie Cooney from Houston, is our new Miss Texas USA for 1990. The cash awards, the scholarships, all the magnificent prizes belong to Stephanie Cooney, as she will be your state's representative in the annual Miss USA pageant next spring. And I know how excited this lady is, so Miss Texas 1990, please take your first walk. She's our new Miss Texas USA, Stephanie Cooney.
Texas USA pageant has been brought to you by the Texas Subaru dealers. We built our reputation by building a better car. And by SeaWorld of Texas in San Antonio, the world's largest marine life family entertainment show place. And by original New York Seltzer. Light and refreshing, the choice is clear. Uncover the world's greatest designers, the Greif Company, featuring leading labels in men's tailored clothing and formal wear. A special award from Auriforce Crystals. Designs are handcrafted from the finest full-lead crystal and are available at the Crystal Court, Costa Mesa, and Auriforce New York Gallery. Remember to join us next spring for the 1990 Miss USA pageant. This is Pat Haggerty speaking. Portions of this program have been pre-recorded.
Stephanie Cooney, the new Miss Texas USA. She has her beautiful Subaru, her natural meat coat from Morris K. & Sons. And what a year she has. I'm Bob Eubanks. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time from Miss Texas USA.